Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your monthly reading, the month of June. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the first part of the reading. So I've already shuffled these cards really well. I just go through them on camera for you so you can see they're mixed up. Okay, so let's get some cards pulled for Sagittarius. What can Sagittarius expect coming up in the month of June, please, universe? Sagittarius. Okay. What's coming up for the month of June, please? Sagittarius. Okay, let's see what we got. Quite a few. Sagittarius. Month of June. Overall energy, the Ten of Wands, you're going to be releasing some type of burden, and that's what we're going to talk about. Sagittarius. Oh, I can see. All right. We'll have a few cards left for the second part of the reading. Excuse me. The overall energy of this reading is the Ten of Wands. So there's a heavy burden you've been carrying. You're going to release. That's what's coming up. So that's what we're going to talk about. Up in your highest energy is the Three of Wands. There you are, holding on to a staff, a fresh starts and new beginnings. And you're looking out over the world. There's three ships out there, and you're looking for your ship to come in. So that's what you're going to start concentrating on. I have the Empress right next to the Three of Wands. Hey, you deserve everything. You're the Empress, male or female. This is a card for Libra or Taurus, so one of those might be strong in somebody's chart around this reading. But the Empress, you have some beautiful qualities about you. If you're a parent, you're a good parent. You're kind and thoughtful, considerate, loving, forgiving, and I can go on and on. So whoever is on this ship that might be coming in, because it is in your highest energy here, look for some of those qualities in them. They must have some of those qualities for a relationship to go long term, okay? Very important. Right next to the Empress is the Five of Wands. So you are up in your head. You're kind of fighting your own thoughts. That's probably part of your burden. But, if part of the burden is wondering what you deserve or something like that, you deserve the world. You deserve everything when you're the Empress. So you are struggling with your thoughts. I have the Ace of Swords right under the Three of Wands. So the Ace of Swords is about truth, of clarity. Very powerful Ace of Swords. So truth and clarity is what's coming in for you. As a matter of fact, the truth and the clarity is what's going to help you put down these wands you've been carrying. I have the Knight of Pentacles here right next to the Ten of Wands and right under the Five of Wands. So the Knight of Pentacles, this is about waiting for security and stability to come in, waiting for an offer to come in. But it's slow. It is so dang slow. And like it takes forever and ever. That horse, look, it looks like it's just standing there. It moves, but so slow. So this is what you're up in your head about. It's really about, where's the person? Why don't I deserve a person? So I do have the King of Cups here, and it's right under the Ace of Swords. So the King of Cups is water, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer that might be strong in somebody's chart around this reading. But, the energies is what matters the most in these tarot card readings. So there you are, King of Cups. You've got a big, fat cup of love there, and you're holding it very close to you, not handing it out. Well, you want to hand it out. I can see that. But you're waiting for the right person. Looking out there, waiting for your ship to come in. This burden you've been carrying, and right under it, I do have the Knight of Wands, and it's right next to the King of Cups. You pull back that cup from someone who was in your life, that ran in and out of your life. Wasn't solid, wasn't stable, wasn't secure in your life. Very flighty energy, male or female. All cards are male or female. So right next to the Knight of Wands, I have the Nine of Wands, right under the Knight of Pentacles also. So you are a very grounded person. You need to be grounded. You are the Empress. You need to feel stable, secure, and you will. And you have that. It's just part of you. So you're not even looking at the Knight of Wands anymore. You're back to being you, and you're trying to get regrounded. You really want the person to come in that you've been looking for and waiting for. So you're getting over this Knight of Wands energy, which had become a heavy burden to you. Yeah. So I need 4 more cards, please, for Sagittarius. 4 more cards. Oops. Ooh. Okay. Get a hold of those here. Sagittarius. Oh, by the way, I'm running a personal reading special. If you want any more information about that, and this is through the month of June, is just send me a text, or I'm not a text, email on, it's listed in the description under this video, okay? So, Queen of Wands. This is you, Sagittarius. This is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. One of those others might be strong in somebody's chart around this reading also. But you're holding that staff of fresh starts. I can't even talk today. Of fresh starts and new beginnings, and you're ready to move forward. So this burden that you've been carrying, this energy that was very, very slow and in and out of your life and non-committal and just not grounded at all, that burden is going away. So you will be moving forward. You're going to figure things out because you're going to get all this truth and clarity. I do have the 8 of Cups right next to the Queen of Wands. So this is the walking away, the turning your back on. You might have been the one that turned your back on this other person because the way they are, So male or female, but you're walking towards a mountain, turning your back on a previous love, walking towards a mountain. And there's something always on that mountain that you're walking towards. You're not just walking away from something. You're walking towards something. It looks like, I have the 2 of Cups here. And it looks like you're walking towards this 2 of Cups energy. This is like best friends, love, you're walking towards someone who is a soulmate. You're going to become best friends and you're going to be lovers. That's what it looks like to me. So let me keep reading. Let me get some more information on that. Oh my gosh. So you've been waiting for your ship to come in. It does look like someone's coming in that you probably will be friends with first. Or maybe are already friends. I have the Hierophant under the Queen of Wands and next to that slow-moving energy of the Knight of Pentacles. This is the card for Taurus. So, the Empress can be Libra or Taurus energy just floating around this reading. But the Hierophant here is about a grounded, secure, stable relationship with traditional values, traditional morals. It's a card of marriage. It's a very spiritual card, waiting for that pentacle to come in. There's somebody who's going to be really your best friend, and you're just gonna come together. They're going to be the one, I think. If this is your reading, I have the Judgment card right next to the Hierophant, right under the 8 of Cups. So the Judgment card here, you've been going through a spiritual lesson with this past energy. That's why the overall energy is the 10 of Wands. You're putting down the burden. You're moving forward. Someone else is coming in, and it looks like. The Judgment, your guardian angels and spirit guides are blowing the horn down on you, and you get it. It's like you're waking up to it. And I think that's why, for most of you, you're the ones that let this other energy go. I don't think they're the ones that did the walking away, but for some of you, they have been the ones that walked away. I have the 5 of Swords next to the Judgment card and under the 2 of Cups. The 5 of Swords, this is picking up, remember the Ace of Swords over here? That truth and that clarity. So the more swords that you pick up, the more that you are able to let this other energy go. And there was something attached to this other energy that you really needed to let it go. Because as you see, there's 2 figures walking away. That other figure does not have to be a person. It can be just something they have attached to them. okay, like an addiction or whatever it might be. So you decided, and it might just be their personality, their flightiness, you know, how they run in and out of your life. But that Knight of Wands, that can be a card for someone who is promiscuous, you know, running around. I do have the Seven of Wands next to the Nine of Pentacles and under the Hierophant. So this Seven of Wands is like a lot of people care about you. A lot of people love you. But you got your own wand. So some of these people are coming in and they're like, well, you should do this or you should do that or, you know, this is the best thing for you, whatever it is. But you're kind of like, hey, I'll do it myself. I know what I need. I know what I want. I'll do it myself. But thank you, you know. It's that kind of energy. They want you to have that right person in your life. There's people who really love and care about you and really want you to get what you want. I have the Chariot next to the Seven of Wands and under the Judgment card. Yeah, you're moving forward from the spiritual lesson. You're moving forward in your life. This is the Chariot, the card for Cancer. Cancer might be strong in somebody's chart around this reading. But if you snap those reins, you can move forward pretty fast. And that might happen because the month of June is coming up, and I think you're going to be really meeting or coming together, having a meeting of the hearts with somebody here. And you might already know them. I have the Page of Swords right next to the Chariot and under the Five of Swords. You're on guard. You've picked up swords. So, you know, you've got truth, you've got clarity. You're going to be careful moving forward. You're going to be on guard. You should always be on guard a little bit. You know, you got to pay attention to what's going on around you. So this is kind of the state that you'll be in, and it's not really cutting people out, but you'll swing that sword if you have to, and that's probably your spiritual lesson, is put your sword up. Protect yourself in moving forward. I think you need a card of advice. I'm going to take an angel card on this reading. Right. Oh, that was fast. Okay. For Sagittarius. This is Angel Ray. I'm going to read you what this card says. It says, yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. So right now, to get this burdened, you know, think about doing some yoga or exercise. It's actually about, you know, going inside. It's just about taking those quiet times, relaxing, letting some of these old energies out, let them go. You know, you might even want to just sit by a little creek someplace, read a book, something like that. That's really good for some people if you can't exercise. But if you can, get out and walk. Get out and do something. This is the right time of year for that. And I would do it and follow what your angels are trying to get you to do to get rid of this burden and so that you can move forward. And maybe while doing yoga, exercise, or something like that might be when you come across this Two of Cups. So, Sagittarius, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot. Much peace and love.